This article is from Forbes, and it reads, Dolly Parton earns her first #1 on a Billboard chart decades into her career.
That doesn't make any sense.
I just was like, how, Sway?
That doesn't make any sense to me.
So many years? So let's see what they say. It says, Parton's new single, If You Hadn't Been There, debuts atop the country digital song sales chart. The new arrival marks her first #1 on that tally, which lists the best-selling country tracks across the U.S. each week based purely on digital purchases. Given her legendary status, it's almost shocking that she had never before ruled this specific list, but now she finally claims the top spot. It says throughout her career, Parton has only collected 6 top 10 hits on the country digital song sales chart and 18 total appearances. For an artist of her stature, that might seem like a small number, but there's an important reason why. The chart wasn't introduced until the mid-2000s. By then, her biggest smashes, like Jolene and 9 to 5, had already become classics, but they weren't benefiting from impressive numbers of digital purchases on platforms like, you know where. I'm not saying their names, they didn't pay us. So that makes sense. Because when you first just hear the headline that Dolly Parton got her first #1, you're like, what?
Yeah.
How's that even possible?
Doesn't make any sense.
But when you make it clear that we are talking about digital charts,
Yeah.
then it gives a little more context. Because I saw that and was like, we got to talk about this. This is crazy.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
go Dolly.
Go Dolly.
Dolly been doing her thing for a really long time.
Yep.
I'm surprised still that this is her first digital #1. Because I just feel like she's such a staple in like US pop culture.
Right.
Also, things go up. Like, you know, people talk about Mariah, and Mariah owns Christmas, but Dolly Parton has cornered some of that market over the years.
Absolutely.
So I'm surprised. I mean, even after partnering with Beyonce, I would think that.
And didn't you do something with Miley Cyrus recently too?
I mean, she's always done things with Miley Cyrus.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just know recently they did something together.
She's her godmother or something like that. So they have a personal relationship. So as long as I've known about Miley Cyrus, I've known that they've connected. In fact, and I know you make faces whenever I bring this up, but Miley Cyrus is Unplugged. Dolly joins her.
Got it.
It was a great Unplugged.
I didn't say anything. I said got it.
Because I just feel like every time I bring this up, you make these faces or you turn away like you don't understand how I could ever watch an Unplugged from Miley Cyrus. She's a very talented singer. She may be a little weird, but she's a very talented singer. And why wouldn't she be? Her godmother is Dolly Parton. Billy Ray is her dad, whatever you may think of him.
Was Wrecking Ball originally Dolly Parton's song?
I did not know that.
Because this is
that
saying Dolly Parton Wrecking Ball featuring Miley Cyrus.
Oh, maybe. Didn't know that, though.
Or maybe this is her version.
It's news to me.
It's on Dolly Parton's Vivo in 2023. But Wrecking Ball was out way before that, no?
I think so.
So maybe she did her own version.
I like Miley Cyrus. I've been very clear about that on the podcast. At least I like her music. I can't really speak for who she is as a person. I don't keep up with her. But she's a dope singer. Especially when she's not doing weird shit. Because I know she does weird shit. I'm not, trust and believe, I'm not ignoring the fact that she's kind of a weirdo sometimes. But
I don't know whose song is who, but they've performed a couple times together. Stuff that's popping up is Wrecking Ball and I Will Always Love You. Them doing it to both of those together. And then Miley Cyrus doing Jolene.
Is that her Unplugged performance?
No, she's in the backyard. It says the backyard sessions.
Put in Miley Cyrus Unplugged.
No, I'm good. And
I don't know. Why do you act like this?
Then It says Miley Cyrus and Dolly Parton, I Love Rock and Roll.
The only reason I'm saying that is because I know that they performed together that on that show. That's why I'm asking. But it's fine.
Let me see. Unplugged.
We don't want it to be in your search history.
Oh, I'm going to wipe it all. They did Jolene, it
That's
says.
what I thought.
Acoustic version.
It was great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Listen to it.
sure.
Liar.
I said sure. I didn't say, yeah, definitely, right now. Let's play it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, listen, congrats to Dolly. Mm-hmm. It definitely makes sense now that we know it's a digital chart, but just that headline is pretty deceiving.
Very deceiving. They do that on purpose
And
just to get us to click it.
you took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say they definitely got us with the clickbaity headline.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But, hey, that's the game. The game is the game.
The game is the game.
And so they got us. But I appreciate Forbes clearing things up and explaining why.
Thank you to that man. I don't know if it was a man, but
I was going to say, was it a man?
it doesn't really matter in this context.
It doesn't. But yeah, besides you assuming their gender, you know, I think this is dope for Dolly. And, you know, good for her. Also, in response to what you said about her streams going up and stuff like that, I don't think you become number one from older stuff.
Oh, it has to be something that's newly charting?
I think it can chart, but I think it depends. I think the way it charts relates to the release date as far as where it goes.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do the research on that just yet. But yeah. Now,
I've never looked into that.
right. So, I don't know. I guess it depends how they're doing it. But either way, good for Dolly, man. She deserves some love.
Go Dolly.
Yeah.